had the AC cranked all day driving at work. It's beautiful. It's going to be a nice summer, I guess. Anyhow, quiet down a little bit. So, I'm going to get to my parking spot, and then I'm going to read some awesome emails from you guys. I'm going to do another one of these fan mail videos. A couple of questions thrown in there. A couple of things off my Facebook page, and a bunch of messages I got off my rv.life website through the contact form, which you can all reach by going to the link below in the description of every single video I upload. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. And I get some amazing messages. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's get started. First one. Hey, how you doing, guy? I really like your video series. Quite interesting. Two things. First, the important one. I live in Nova Scotia. Cool. Say hi to the Trailer Park Boys for me, alright? I'm buying a Class B this summer, and I was considering heading west for the winter to do some skiing for a couple of 3 months. I can't find this information on your ski hill website, so I thought I'd ask you. My question is there any place to plug in and buy power at the ski slopes, or would I have to rely on a generator? Won't have time to install solar this summer. Can you pay to use facilities at the slopes, such as shower, sauna, gyms, etc.? The reason I ask is all the slopes in the east are small and none of these facilities exist there. Second, now this may be an important one to you. I saw you on our local TV station the other night. You've now become nationwide. Congratulations. Hope to see you if I make it out that way. I have a couple of beginner videos of my motorcycle trips on YouTube under Slowphil. Have a look if you want. That's SLOWPHIL. Thank you, Philip. Yes, I know I was on the news again. I was on national news last year when they did a story about me. This time it was about a young couple who moved into their van here in Vancouver, and they're both working. They're a working couple, and they say that they have no desire to go back to a condo. They love their van life, and they apparently are giving me some of the credit for that. And they showed my YouTube channel on the news again about that. So anyways, I'm going to be meeting up with that couple actually very soon. You guys are going to see a video soon. So thank you for that. Now, as far as the ski slopes go, a lot of the major resorts, like in the BC interior, and I'm sure in other provinces too, which I couldn't tell you about, but in BC, the big resorts, especially in the interior, a lot of them have RV parks, on-mountain RV camping, some of them really close to the chairlifts. They're not going to be free. There are quite a few big resorts, though, that have parking that you can get away with parking at. You won't have any services, of course, but you can get away with parking for free for a certain amount of time. Again, just be respectful. Don't squat there for a month or anything like that. But most of them do have it. Like I know, like Big White, for example, one of the big mountains in the BC interior, gorgeous ski hill. They have RV camping right there on site. But you will pay a premium for that, just so you know. As far as the ski hills I go to, it's normally the ones just right above downtown Vancouver. Those are not full resorts. Those are just day hills. You can ski all day and night there, but they're not overnight. You know, they don't actually have accommodations, because people just drive there from downtown Vancouver in 15 minutes, and then they go home after they go skiing. And they're usually based in parks, like provincial parks and stuff, so they can't have overnight accommodations anyway. So, hey Justin, my name is Jack. I'm 17. I live in New York. I'm at the point of trying to decide what to do with my life, and now watching your channel has become a nightly event for me. I'm seriously considering this lifestyle because of you. I've never liked to stay in one place. I love to travel. I love freedom in the truest sense of the word. I don't like to be tied down. I was wondering how your family felt about your decision to do this, if you don't mind me asking. I've joked around about it before, and I get the usual, that's no way to live, but they don't get that I'm serious, and I think spending my whole life to buy and keep a brick and mortar house is the real joke. Thanks for your time. Keep on rocking the free world, Jack. Excuse me. Okay, Jack. Let's put it this way. My mother owns a condominium, and she's considering selling it and buying either a boat or a motorhome. Okay? That's the reaction from my family. I've heard this before, that sometimes people's families don't understand it. These people are very closed-minded. They're brought up to think that that human beings are supposed to live one certain way, and they can't understand that anybody would not want to live that way, and they'd want to live differently. People are just so conditioned, socially conditioned, to live one certain way. And unfortunately, a lot of people, once they get in their comfort zone, they don't know how to break out of it. Whenever I hear someone say, oh, I couldn't do that, I laugh a little bit inside. I just nod my head and go, well, I guess it's not for everyone. But inside, I know anyone can do it. And they'll probably be a lot happier if they just took the leap and do it. So my final piece of advice to you would be, who gives a crap what anyone else thinks? Do what you want to do. That's all that matters. Make them jealous when they see your freedom and your stress is gone. That's what I did. I have so many friends now. They're all like, Jesus, you're the smartest guy. I know all the people I went to high school with, they're struggling to pay rent, and they've all had to move out to the suburbs because Vancouver, the average house price in Vancouver is $1.8 million, and that's for a piece of crap house in bad neighborhoods. I mean, nobody can afford to live here anymore. And so everybody's got like 5 or 6 roommates, and they're sharing big houses way out in the suburbs. It's like, no thanks. Hi there, Justin. My name is Alex, and I recently stumbled onto your YouTube page. I'm guessing you get a lot of messages, so I'll keep it short. I recently purchased an old 2002 E350X ambulance, and I've seen some of your videos with your former ride. My first and foremost question, how did you get started on all the improvements and renovations? What did you start with building, designing? Would like to create a camper, but don't know really where to start. Thank you for your time. Okay, Alex, I've never built a camper from scratch. I don't think I'd have the patience for that, to be honest. What I do is I find a camper or motorhome and then I envision how I want to change it. But I don't want to screw around with electrical, wiring, plumbing, and all that. With an ambulance, though, as you know, I had a couple of ambulances, and I showed my last one a lot on my YouTube channel last year. They already have secondary batteries. Most of them already have inverters built in. They already have the wiring done, so you're ready to go. But you'd still have to put all your own plumbing, your sink, your toilet, your shower, and your propane system and all that. So I'm not the guy to ask for that. Sorry, you'd have to ask somebody who did like a scratch build and built their entire motorhome. I prefer buying a motorhome where all that's done, and now I just want to change the inside the way I want it. Hi Justin, I have a couple questions. I saw your videos on the 1500 watt eliminator inverter modified sine wave at Canadian Tire. At Canadian Tire I had to explain what an inverter is to them. It went downhill from there. You just got a bad employee, all right? Every big box store has that. Most of them will know what an inverter is. Power inverter. It's right in the it's near the in most of the locations I've been to, they're right in the near the automotive section. You'll find the solar panel kits and everything there too, right by the inverters. That was a while ago though. I don't have that in this motorhome. In this motorhome I have the 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter. Which is, you know, I'd probably use at max 100 watts on it. I don't need anything bigger than that. You did a video on the external gauges on your tanks. How did that work out, and were you happy with the results? Yes, I put the digital readout in the last motorhome for my tanks to see tank levels for gray, black, and freshwater tanks. And I did show on the video quite a few times about how great it was and how accurate it was, so I give it a thumbs up. I might do it to this one again this summer. We'll see. And that was John. Thanks, John. Hey, Justin, I follow you on Facebook, YouTube, and Google+. I was wondering if you could tell me sites you look for RVs. I've been looking on Craigslist and RV Trader. I love all your ideas and videos. Give Emmy cuddles for me. Regards, Tracy. Tracy, that's basically it. Craigslist and RV Trader, Autotrader.ca. Kijiji. I think in the States it's called eBay Classifieds, but up here it's called Kijiji. And of course just good old Google searches too. Try to find the vehicle you want, and you'll find all sorts of local classified sites that might not pop up normally on the main Google site. But I actually search certain cities sometimes and things like that. But that's about it. And patience if you're looking for a certain RV, especially something like this. At any given time you'll find maybe 4 or 5 available in all of Canada and USA. And something like Dora, the Explorer, you might find 1. And that's just the way it is. Justin, thank you for your answer about buying a shorter motorhome. I guess somebody asked me a question about that, or maybe it was on my video, I'm not sure. They say, well, I bought the 24-foot Bigfoot 2006. I love it and the life it brings. I've have put the miles already from Chilliwack to Edmonton and back down to the island, Victoria. Awesome. Not the choice I would have made, but had a short window of time to register in Alberta. The stories I could tell about the weather I've driven in on the Yellowhead this past 2 weeks and the boondocking most of the way. Watching you and others help to deal with a lot of the ways to live this life. Thank you. I wondered if I could meet you on the way back to Vancouver beginning of April. Is there any way to contact you when I have a confirmed date? This is just the start of my full-time life on the road. I'm an old hen, but it would be nice to celebrate with another full-timer. Thank you. And that's Hillary. Hillary, yes, you can just go to, like you just contacted me there, go to rv.life and send me a message there. And it will come right to my email, and we can connect for sure. I'm very, very busy, as you know. I work sometimes 5-6 days a week. I will try to see if we can connect. Hey Justin, came across one of your videos by accident. I searched for more because I was hooked. You're a really cool dude, a refreshing breath of fresh air. I'm sitting here in Missouri. I'm an EMS worker, driving an ambulance for a living. Another ambulance. So driving is a very important part of my life. I have imagined many times how I could convert a full-sized ambulance into a livable camper to live in and travel. Again. I enjoy your videos. They're very well done, just the right amount of carefree creativity combined with a ballsy attitude while at the same time respecting other people. Thumbs up. You got it. Bang on. I wish you all the good luck in the world with your new RV. I'm impressed with your knowledge of RVs and your hands-on repair skills. You could write a book on how to live in your RV. I'll bet it would be a hit. I love your female friend with that heavenly voice, Jody Peterson. She's coming soon. We're going to do some more videos, just so you know, everyone. A little inside information. And yeah, you need to keep her. She is impressive. Don't worry, she's not going anywhere. So his RV is an old 1977 Winnebago Itasca Class C. That's awesome. I love those old classics from the 70s. Don't see many of those left anymore. Funky looking front, but she's all mine and I'm loyal to her. Have been drooling over videos of Dodge B-Class RVs on YouTube, maybe someday. Until then, I can live vicariously through your videos with the joy of knowing that while most people are stuck in their humdrum day-to-day lives, there is someone out there who is beating the odds and successfully thumbing your nose in the face of mediocrity. Live long and prosper, boldly go, carry the torch of freedom for the rest of us, and may you have fair winds and a star to steer by. Regards, Grey Wolf. Thank you very much, Grey Wolf. It sounds like you've got your head on your shoulders, and you're in the right direction yourself. You're heading in the right direction. And congratulations on your awesome RV. Those snub-nose Winnebagos from the 70s, those are one of my favorites. I love those. Let me guess, you got a Dodge in there, right? Probably just a little small block, 360. Anyways, I think they're fantastic. Winnebago now, as of 2015, is selling brand new retro style Class A motorhomes and trailers, so it's pretty cool. Old is new again. Next, hi Justin. First of all, both you and Eric have been an inspiration for me to switch to the RV lifestyle. I've been living in a Class A for over a month, but I'm more than ready to downsize. I'm considering to upgrade from a 2002 Class A to a 1993 Class C that is significantly shorter, 23 feet, and I want to give urban boondocking a shot. I'm currently working a gig that allows me to travel, and in a couple of weeks I will be heading west and I'll be in Salt Lake till November, and I plan to head to the Puget Sound area and spend the winter up there and attend classes while I'm at it. Cool! One of the first benefits that I ran into when I swapped over to this lifestyle is that I still have money in my bank account. So far, my biggest expense is RV parks. Once I get to the Northwest, see, when you guys say Northwest in the States, to us that's like, I live in BC, in Vancouver, that's the Southwest to us. Wrap my head around that, right? So, so once I get to the Northwest, I'll probably ditch my Jeep and just live in the RV like you and Eric, along with a few other people. If I'm ever up in Vancouver, I'd love to buy you, I would like to buy you a few rounds on me. Regards, Heavy Kev. Heavy Kev, I'm down. Let me know when you're over the border. Let's go for some awesome and much tastier Canadian beer, okay? Hey Justin, I'm a big fan. I live in USA. I'm attempting to secure financing in order to purchase a 2003 or 2004 Gulfstream BT Cruiser. My trouble I'm running into is locating an RV lender to offer a loan on vehicles more than 10 years old. I just wanted to ask you, does this sound normal? Do you have any suggestions to secure financing here in US? Thanks for your time and input. Your content and videos are excellent. Thanks for all you do. You and your cat are awesome. Regards, Toby. This is quite normal. Most auto dealers, it doesn't matter if it's an RV or an SUV, they usually try to keep it at less than 10 years to give you financing. Any older than that, and you're a cash buyer, okay? So you'll have to get a private loan, or you'll have to save the money and buy it yourself. That being said, do not fall into the trap of buying a newer RV. As you know, a 20 to 25-year-old RV in most cases can be brand spanking new. Most RVs get driven once a year for a week or two at the most. So if you buy a newer RV, you're throwing your money in the toilet. Now, a 10-year-old RV is brand spanking new. If you have to, go for one that's 9.5 years old, just so you can get financing. But even better, go for one 15 years old that's in next to mint condition and buy it with cash and get a better deal. As far as financing in the US, that's a different country. I couldn't tell you, but I know up here, 10 years or less is what the dealers will finance. Justin, damn, I just found out how to do this messaging thing. Ha ha ha. Anyhow, I want to say I love your videos more than anything. I'm in New Hampshire, USA, and I love your videos. I'm considering the nomadic lifestyle, but that's one thing I watch your videos for. I also like how you talk about Canada. I also watch a lot of Matt Centero. I'm not sure if it's spelled wrong. I don't know if I recognize that one. I'll check it out. Anyway, I wanted to say that your videos are the best. No homo, but I like the style you bring to your videos, whether it's how you dress or the modern feel you bring. I hope you can do more Q&A videos. Here you go. You answer things that I didn't think to ask. LOL. Anyhow, I subscribe to you, Nomadic Fanatic, and the Depres. I don't know if you saw the last one before, but they're good watching. Anyway, take care, John. John, thank you very much. And keep on rocking the free world. And the last one for this episode. I love the channel. I live vicariously through your exploits. You said in your last video you're going to do a full review of the Kimberly. My question is, do you think the Kimberly stove would fit in a 21-foot Pleasureway van? Regards, Alex. Alex, the 21-foot Pleasureway, if it's like a Dodge wide body, it'd be similar to my Explorer that I had before. I measured it. I did think about it. Remember that little propane furnace I had in there? The propane fireplace I had in the Explorer? That barely made the clearances. The Kimberly. Okay, this is a little bit bigger. All right. It doesn't need much. The one nice thing about the Kimberly is it doesn't weigh anything. It weighs only 56 pounds. And it doesn't need much clearance, the 6-inch clearances. But the stove itself, the pipe sticking out the back, and then the 6-inch clearance behind that and the sides. You have to take all that into account, and that the fact that a Pleasureway van and most van conversions, Class Bs, hey baby, they have curved roofs. They're not flat like mine. Whereas if this was like Dora, and I put the fireplace right there in Dora, there's no way it would be there. It would have to be pretty much in the middle of the aisle, because the roof would have been like this. It would have been on an angle, and it would come up to about there. So there's no way I could put the chimney straight out the top like that. So you see what I mean? You got to think of things like that. And honestly, it would be overkill for a Class B that size. It's just too much. I recommend that you look at the cubic mini wood stoves for a even smaller application than this. They even have a wall mount, which cuts down on the clearances. They're made in Canada too, so they're Canadian made, very high quality, and they're very, very affordable. I mean, we're talking under $1,000 for everything. They're not obviously going to be as efficient, and they're not going to put out as much heat as the Kimberly, but you wouldn't need it in a small Class B. You still, I think, need, I forgot exactly what the clearances that you need, even with the wall mount on that, but go do some research on that and see if that will fit. Do the measurements, and don't forget about the chimney pipe and everything else. So you got the curve of the roofs on those are the problems when you want to put a chimney like this, unless you want one going out the side, and, you know, that's just a little bit much, I think, for a small van. It can be done, I'm sure. But there would be a lot of sacrificing, I think, with space. So I don't think I would put a Kimberly if I had another Class B. All right, that's awesome, guys. You guys want to send me a message? www.rv.life. I do post photos up there. I try to get something up there every day. I do my best, but I'm pretty busy. But you can always send me messages there. I'd love to connect with all of you. I love you all. Thanks so much for watching. Keep on rocking in the free world, and we'll talk to you all soon.